When it comes to attraction, everyone has their own preferences, but what does the data say about what women find attractive in men? Today we'll dive into 8 revealing charts that break down the most appealing traits, from physical features to personality qualities. By looking at these insights, we can better understand the science and psychology behind attraction. Let's start our journey by exploring the first chart, which focuses on the importance of height in male attractiveness. First chart highlights how height plays a role in attraction. Studies consistently show that many women prefer men who are taller than average. This preference is often linked to perceptions of protection and confidence. However, it's important to note that while height can be a factor, it's rarely the only thing that matters. As we move forward, you'll see that attraction is influenced by a combination of traits, not just physical stature. Next, let's look at facial hair. The data shows that preferences for facial hair vary widely, but there's a general trend. Light stubble tends to be rated as most attractive. Full beards and clean-shaven looks also have their fans, but stubble strikes a balance between ruggedness and neatness. This suggests that subtle grooming choices can make a significant difference in perceived attractiveness. Moving on to body type, the third chart reveals that women's preferences are not as one-dimensional as stereotypes suggest. While a fit and healthy physique is often favored, extreme muscularity isn't always the top choice. Many women prefer a balanced, athletic build over a bodybuilder's frame. This highlights the importance of health and confidence over sheer size. Age is another factor that comes into play. The data shows that women tend to be attracted to men who are slightly older than themselves. This preference is often linked to perceptions of maturity, stability, and life experience. However, the age gap that's considered attractive is usually modest, emphasizing compatibility and shared life stages. Confidence consistently ranks as one of the most attractive qualities in men. Our next chart demonstrates that self-assured men are often rated as more appealing, regardless of their looks. Confidence signals security and competence, making it a powerful trait in the dating world. This doesn't mean arrogance, but rather a comfortable sense of self. Good sense of humor is another top trait. The data shows that women are drawn to men who can make them laugh. Humor is often associated with intelligence and creativity, and it helps build a strong emotional connection. This chart reveals that being able to share a laugh can be just as important as physical appearance. Kindness and empathy are often underrated but incredibly attractive qualities. According to the data, men who show genuine care and understanding toward others are seen as more appealing. This chart highlights that emotional intelligence and compassion can set someone apart, making them more desirable partners in the long run. Financial stability is another factor that appears in the data. While wealth itself isn't the main attraction, the ability to provide and manage resources responsibly is seen as a sign of maturity and reliability. This chart shows that women often value men who are financially responsible, as it suggests a stable future together. Effective communication is a key component of attraction. The data reveals that men who can express themselves clearly and listen actively are rated as more attractive. Good communication fosters trust and understanding, which are essential for building strong relationships. This chart emphasizes the importance of both speaking and listening skills. Ambition is another trait that stands out in the data. Women often find men who are motivated and have clear goals to be more attractive. This chart shows that having a sense of purpose and striving for personal growth can make a significant difference in how someone is perceived. Ambition signals determination and a willingness to work toward a better future. Emotional stability is a critical aspect of attractiveness. The data indicates that men who can manage their emotions and remain calm under pressure are seen as more desirable. This trait is associated with maturity and the ability to handle life's challenges. Emotional stability helps create a sense of security in a relationship. Personal hygiene may seem basic, but it's a non-negotiable for most women. The data shows that cleanliness and grooming are essential for attractiveness. This chart highlights that taking care of oneself signals respect for both oneself and others, making it a foundational trait in the dating world. Dress sense is another area where data reveals interesting trends. Women tend to be attracted to men who dress well and appropriately for the occasion. This doesn't mean wearing expensive clothes, but rather having a sense of style and attention to detail. The chart shows that a well-put-together appearance can boost overall attractiveness. Tone and depth of a man's voice can also influence attractiveness. Data suggests that a deeper, confident voice is often rated as more appealing. This is thought to be linked to perceptions of masculinity and strength. However, the way a man communicates his choice of words and tone also plays a significant role. Eye contact is a subtle but powerful aspect of attraction. The data shows that men who maintain appropriate eye contact are perceived as more confident and trustworthy. This nonverbal cue helps build connection and shows genuine interest, making it a key part of initial attraction. Physical fitness, as shown in the data, is often linked to attractiveness. This doesn't mean extreme athleticism, but rather a healthy and active lifestyle. Women tend to appreciate men who take care of their bodies as it signals discipline and vitality. The chart highlights that fitness is about overall well-being, not just appearance. Social intelligence is another trait that stands out in the data. Men who can navigate social situations with ease and show respect for others are often seen as more attractive. This chart demonstrates that being able to read social cues and interact smoothly is a valuable skill in building relationships. Having hobbies and passions can make a man more attractive, according to the data. Women are drawn to men who have interests outside of work and are enthusiastic about their pursuits. This chart shows that passion and dedication to hobbies signal a well-rounded and interesting personality. Openness to new experiences is another attractive trait. The data reveals that men who are willing to try new things and embrace change are often seen as more appealing. This chart highlights that curiosity and adaptability can make someone stand out as they signal a willingness to grow and learn. Supportiveness is a key quality highlighted in the data. Women appreciate men who are encouraging and stand by their partners during both good and challenging times. This chart shows that being a reliable and supportive presence can greatly enhance attractiveness and relationship satisfaction. Respectfulness is another trait that stands out in the data. Women are drawn to men who treat others with dignity and consideration. This chart highlights that respect is foundational for healthy relationships and is a sign of strong character. Independence is a quality that many women find attractive. The data shows that men who have their own interests and can function well on their own are often more appealing. This chart demonstrates that independence signals confidence and self-sufficiency, which are desirable traits in a partner. Honesty is a non-negotiable for most women, according to the data. Men who are truthful and transparent are seen as more trustworthy and attractive. This chart emphasizes that honesty builds a strong foundation for any relationship and is essential for lasting attraction. Emotional availability is another important trait. The data shows that women are attracted to men who are open about their feelings and willing to share their emotions. This chart highlights that vulnerability and openness can deepen connections and foster intimacy. Shared values are a significant factor in attraction. The data reveals that women are more likely to be attracted to men who share similar beliefs and priorities. This chart shows that compatibility in values can strengthen relationships and increase long-term satisfaction. Sense of adventure is another attractive trait highlighted in the data. Women appreciate men who are willing to try new things and embrace spontaneity. This chart demonstrates that a willingness to step outside of one's comfort zone can make someone more appealing and keep relationships exciting. Intelligence is consistently rated as an attractive trait. The data shows that women are drawn to men who are knowledgeable and curious. This chart highlights that intelligence is not just about book smarts but also about being thoughtful and insightful in conversations and decision-making. Creativity is another trait that stands out in the data. Women are often attracted to men who think outside the box and express themselves in unique ways. This chart shows that creativity signals originality and a willingness to see the world differently, which can be very appealing. Generosity is a quality that many women find attractive. The data reveals that men who are giving and willing to help others are seen as more appealing. This chart highlights that generosity is linked to kindness and a caring nature, which are important for building strong connections. Patience is another trait that stands out in the data. Women appreciate men who can remain calm and composed, especially in challenging situations. This chart shows that patience signals emotional maturity and the ability to handle life's ups and downs with grace. Loyalty is a foundational trait in attraction. The data shows that women are drawn to men who are committed and faithful. This chart highlights that loyalty builds trust and security, making it a key factor in long-term relationships. Optimism is another attractive quality. The data reveals that women appreciate men who have a positive outlook on life and can see the bright side of situations. This chart shows that optimism can be contagious and helps create a supportive, uplifting environment in relationships. Adaptability is a key trait in today's fast-changing world. The data shows that women are attracted to men who can adjust to new situations and handle change gracefully. This chart highlights that adaptability signals resilience and the ability to thrive in different circumstances. A strong sense of responsibility is another attractive trait. The data reveals that women appreciate men who take ownership of their actions and fulfill their commitments. This chart shows that responsibility is linked to reliability and trustworthiness, which are essential for healthy relationships. Playfulness is a trait that can make a man more attractive. The data shows that women enjoy being with men who can have fun and not take themselves too seriously. This chart highlights that playfulness brings joy and lightness to relationships, making them more enjoyable and fulfilling. Maturity is another trait that stands out in the data. Women are attracted to men who can handle life's challenges with wisdom and composure. This chart shows that maturity is linked to emotional intelligence and the ability to make thoughtful decisions. Being a good listener is a trait that many women find attractive. The data reveals that men who pay attention and show genuine interest in what others say are rated as more appealing. This chart highlights that listening skills foster connection and understanding in relationships. Self-awareness is a quality that stands out in the data. women are attracted to men who understand their strengths and weaknesses and are willing to grow. This chart shows that self-awareness signals maturity and a commitment to personal development. Respecting boundaries is an essential trait in attraction. The data shows that women value men who understand and honor personal limits. This chart highlights that respecting boundaries builds trust and ensures a healthy, balanced relationship. Gratitude is a trait that can enhance attractiveness. The data reveals that women appreciate men who express thanks and recognize the good in their lives. This chart shows that gratitude fosters positivity and strengthens relationships. Open-mindedness is another attractive quality. The data shows that women are drawn to men who are willing to consider new ideas and perspectives. This chart highlights that open-mindedness leads to growth and deeper understanding in relationships. A sense of purpose is a trait that stands out in the data. Women are attracted to men who have clear goals and a direction in life. This chart shows that purpose signals ambition and a drive to achieve, which are appealing qualities in a partner. Healthy boundaries are essential for lasting attraction. The data reveals that women appreciate men who can set and maintain boundaries in relationships. This chart highlights that boundaries foster respect and ensure both partners feel valued and secure. As we've seen through these 8 charts and additional insights, attraction is a complex blend of physical, emotional, and psychological traits. While certain features like height or facial hair may catch the eye, qualities such as confidence, kindness, and emotional intelligence truly stand out. Ultimately, what's most attractive is authenticity and a willingness to grow. By understanding these traits, we can all strive to become better partners and build more meaningful connection.